U.S. is bracing for what experts say could be the hardest and saddest week of the pandemic.
And the latest details surrounding Wisconsin's controversial election just one day before voters head to the polls.
Plus, firefighters in Johnson Creek get a special surprise to show just how appreciated they are during the pandemic.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 10. I'm Amanda Quintana.
And I'm Melissa Kim.
The number of confirmed deaths from coronavirus has risen to 71 in Wisconsin, and there are more than 2,300 cases. Milwaukee County is still being hit the hardest with nearly 1,200 confirmed cases and 39 deaths. Dane County has the second highest number of patients and 9 deaths. Earlier today, health officials confirmed the first case of COVID-19 in Waushara County. Officials say that patient is isolated. Health officials say a second person has died in a coronavirus outbreak at a nursing home in Sheboygan. The death was announced today as a team with the Wisconsin National Guard established a mobile testing site at the Sunny Ridge Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. At least 30 staff members at the facility have had to enter quarantine. Roughly 350 Wisconsin National Guard members were mobilized when Governor Evers declared a public health emergency on March 12th.
The U.S. is bracing for what's expected to be a bad week in the battle against the pandemic. Dr. Anthony Fauci making it clear that the next week will be a harsh one. The same grim message coming from Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams, who says everyone needs to do their part for the next 30 days.
Quite frankly, this is going to be our Pearl Harbor moment, our 9/11 moment, only it's not going to be localized. It's going to be happening all over the country, and I want America to understand that. But I also want them to understand that the public, along with the state and the federal government, have the power to change the trajectory of this epidemic.
At the center of the pandemic, some hopeful news from New York. The number of deaths are dropping for the first time, but it's too early to tell if that means the spread is slowing down. President Trump, though, considers that a good thing.
We see light at the end of the tunnel. Things are happening. Things are happening. We're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. And hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll be very proud of the job we all did.
White House coronavirus response coordinator Dr. Deborah Birx says the next 2 weeks are not the time to be at the grocery store or pharmacy. It's time to keep your family safe.
A tiger at the Bronx Zoo in New York has tested positive for the coronavirus. Researchers think she caught it from a human zookeeper. They say people infected with the virus should stay away from their pets while in isolation. The Bronx Zoo has been closed since mid-March. Former Vice President Joe Biden is suggesting the Democratic National Convention may have to be altered if the coronavirus is still an issue. The convention has already been pushed back from July to August, but Biden says other changes may be necessary.
Well, we're going to have to do a convention, may have to do a virtual convention. I think we should be thinking about that right now. The idea of holding a convention is going to be necessary, but we may not be able to put 10, 20, 30,000 people in one place, and that's very possible.
Biden currently has a commanding lead in the delegates needed to clinch the Democratic Party's presidential nomination. Biden also says he plans to wear a mask in public, heeding new federal guidelines.
The Wisconsin State Capitol will be open to the public tomorrow for the legislature's special session. The Capitol building will be open at 9 o'clock, then closed 1 hour again 1 hour rather after it's done. The Capitol was also open during yesterday's special session, but has been closed since March 26th to help slow the spread of COVID-19.
In yesterday's special session, which was quickly adjourned, the governor hoped lawmakers would take up legislation that would move to an all-mail-in election and change the deadline for receiving ballots by more than a month to May 26th. Now, Madison Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway is one of 9 Wisconsin mayors urging the state's legislature to protect voters. In a letter to DHS Secretary Andrea Palm, the mayors write, quote, "Every other state that faced this issue during the pandemic has crafted a solution that respects democracy and protected the health of their citizens. We must do the same."
But state Republicans want to stop votes that come in after April 7th from being counted. U.S. Supreme Court justices are reviewing an emergency petition from the Republican National Committee and Wisconsin Republicans. The petition asks the court to freeze a lower court's opinion that extends the state's absentee ballot deadline until April 13th. The Supreme Court's doors are currently closed due to the public amid the pandemic, but the justices justices are still working remotely. Well, with no change to this week's election just yet, cities all over the state are drastically consolidating polling locations. Milwaukee is down to 5 of them. The head of the city's election commission says he's still looking at what kind of help they could get from the National Guard, but he's skeptical about whether they would have the training needed to do the job.
Britain's Queen Elizabeth made a rare TV appearance to the nation today, urging people to practice self-discipline and resolve in the face of the coronavirus pandemic.
Together we are tackling this disease, and I want to reassure you that if we remain united and resolute, then we will overcome it.
Speaking in a pre-recorded video shot at Windsor Castle, the Queen thanked frontline staff at the UK's National Health Service, caretakers and others carrying out essential roles. Today was the Queen's 4th national address in her nearly 70-year reign. The UK has reported more than 4,000 coronavirus-related deaths, the 4th highest in the world right now. Pope Francis is telling young Catholics to not be afraid to put their lives on the line for others during the pandemic. The Pope held a Palm Sunday Mass in a deserted church this morning, surrounded only by a small handful of priests and nuns, all who kept a safe distance from each other. The Pope said the real heroes in this crisis are those giving themselves in order to help others.
There's some good news for Italians tonight. Their streets will remain empty as the country is on lockdown until at least April 13th. But Italy is reporting its lowest death rate over a 24-hour period today. There are also fewer patients in critical condition within intensive care units. More than 15,000 people have died of COVID-19 in Italy, but more than 21,000 have now recovered. Let's get a look at your first warned weather now with Dana Fulton. Looks like it's gonna get warm this week, Dana.
We are going to see a bit of a climb in our temperatures, and the rain chances will be returning for us this weekend. I hope you were able to get out and enjoy the sunshine. Today turned out to be quite lovely, mostly sunny with highs in the mid to upper 50s. Overnight, we're expecting our temperatures to drop down to the mid-30s, which is seasonable for this time of year. We'll hit a low of about 34 in Madison with partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, our rain chances are going to creep back in, and plan on the rain staying with us throughout the day or throughout the overnight Monday and into Tuesday. We could see the chance for a few thunderstorms. Rainfall totals, though, well, should stay pretty low. We'll take a closer look at the rain ahead for the next several days in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. Incredible video in Florida where an airport fire destroyed thousands of rental cars. The fire started with just 20 vehicles in a grass overflow area at Fort Myers Airport on Friday. Then the blaze spread to 15 acres and burning more than 3,500 cars. It took more than 18 hours to put out, and the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office says it had to make 80 airdrops. No injuries were reported, and the fire is now under investigation.
Well, one nurse who works in our area says she's seen so many people not practicing good social distancing. So she gave us a call and wanted us to spread the word. Lisa Viana told us she was driving by Woodman's on the west side of Madison and saw a crowded parking lot, only a few people wearing masks, and then later young people piled into cars and not staying 6 feet apart as recommended by the CDC. So she's asking people in Madison to take the necessary steps to stay safe and healthy.
Be very aware of how many people are there. Is it the right time? You know, is there another time you can go if it's busy? And really be aware of what is around you. It's important for people to really take this seriously and try and help us stop this spread.
Again, she recommends that you try to stay home, but if you do have to go out, maintain that 6 feet barrier between yourself and other people, and of course, always wash your hands.
Despite the hardships during this pandemic, the community is finding ways to come together and show support for those still serving others.
Our Madeline O'Neill tells us why one area firefighter is so thankful for his community. Hey, Maddie.
Emergency responders like firefighters and EMS workers are taking extra precautions during all of this. But for the most part, it's business as usual helping others. That's unless they're stopped for a moment by an unexpected gesture of kindness. You might not say it's groundbreaking.
I about teared up when I first saw it. I'm like, wow, that's...
And Jay Deppie might disagree.
Yeah, I actually tear up a little bit now talking about it.
Even during the pandemic, Deppie is usually on the move. working 70 to 80 hours a week as an EMT firefighter in Marshall and as a volunteer at Johnson Creek's Fire and EMS department.
People that do this are really dedicated to it, and we enjoy it.
Last week, a sight at his feet made him take pause.
When I saw that it was moving, I stopped for a second.
Squares of sidewalk outside the Johnson Creek fire station are filled with chalk drawings relaying a message.
Yeah, the first part of it, the never give up,
thanking the firefighters and EMTs.
That was pretty cool. That hit hard.
Debbie says community support is always there for emergency workers in our area.
Especially as part of the state.
But lately it's felt more tangible.
To see this, especially now, with these really troubling, challenging times, to see that these three girls who even signed their name to it took the time to do this beautiful artwork. Yeah, it really touched me. And that's when you know it's legitimate and it came from the heart.
Chalk fades, but this memory won't.
This is really touching. I wasn't kidding. This is moving.
Debbie is still searching for the artists behind the message.
I would say shake their hand, but at least to thank them at a safe distance.
He's hoping to reflect that thank you back to them.
It is quite the thing to see.
And the entire community for its support.
It isn't just a fleeting few words for us or sidewalk chalk arts or whatever it may be. Thank you, guys. It truly means the world to us.
Now, for those wishing to thank their own local emergency responders, Debbie suggests sending videos of chalk drawings in their own driveways at home to departments just to be extra safe while social distancing.
All right. Thank you so much, Maddie. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 10.
See how a Greene County village is stepping out onto their porches to say hi to some very special people.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
At Sprint, our priority is keeping our customers, employees, and communities safe. During these uncertain times, we want you to get great service without leaving the safety of your home. Shop at Sprint.com for free next-day shipping and no activation fees on our best new phone deals, like the Samsung Galaxy S25G for just $0 a month. Plus, you'll also get a $100 prepaid MasterCard when you switch online. Stay healthy and visit Sprint.com to get the services you need.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Dealing with insurance companies can be scary. Sometimes they act like bullies. But at Habish, Habish & Rotier, our specialty is dealing with bullies. Habish, Habish & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
At News 3 Now and Channel 3000, we're committed to providing you with information that is accurate and up to date.
We'll bring you breaking news alerts and everything you need to know to keep you and your family safe.
News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters.
Monday morning, Hattie's back with a look at our forecast for the week. And as many of us start to work from home, Consumer Reports has some tips on how you can do it more comfortably. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
One local business owner is finding a unique way to bring business and help people through the quarantine. Little Luxuries, located downtown, is closed, of course, due to coronavirus. But today, the owners held an East Side porch pop-up to give people a chance to shop for fun things to take their mind off the quarantine.
So the idea is, with so many people walking their dogs and getting some fresh air, we thought it might be kind of nice to offer opportunities for people to find some new ways to keep preoccupied during times of staying home, such as puzzles and kites and bubbles and other fun things, maybe distractions from the reality of what's going on today.
And as you just saw, owners wore masks and gloves and took payment over the phone to help promote social distancing. Well, tonight, our Do Something Good storyteller is having the favor returned.
Our Charlotte Deleste and her husband have a son, Gio, who has special needs. And our Gabriela Becerra shares the village of Monticello came together today to support her family and others in similar situations during this pandemic.
Charlotte Deleste and her husband, Ron Jordan, can spend nearly all day driving their son, Gio, around.
He's 14 years old, but developmentally like 2.5, 3 years old, and he's nonverbal. So he doesn't understand really kind of what's going on. And so just imagine kind of like a really intense cabin fever. So having to get out, and it's just like the motion and the feeling, the vibration of the car, it's like a baby. It lulls them to sleep. It really calms him down.
Since quarantined, hour-long car rides now happen up to 10 times each day.
Us being quarantined is like, it's the same as always because we're usually stuck at home. But
it feels worse.
Yeah, it feels worse just because everyone is at home and there's no place to really go.
Today, they did have a destination, Monticello, Wisconsin, where nearly the entire community was waiting on their front porch to wave hi to Gio.
They wanted to make up a bunch of signs, and we reached out to the Monticello Police Department to see if they would be an escort, because we found out there's going to be about 40, 50 signs throughout the community.
Monticello Fire Captain Ron Bloomer organized a social distancing parade for Gio and other children with special needs to take a drive through the town and see the community's support.
Even though we are in isolation, they're not isolated. There's a whole community that is here to support these families and to understand that these trying times it's hard on everybody, but it's especially hard on these families too.
It's overwhelming. It's just really touching. And this community, this village has always been fantastic. In my years here in this area, Monticello has always just stood out. And it doesn't surprise me that they're doing this.
By the look on Gio's face, you can tell the kids had the best day. In Monticello, I'm Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
Gio's dad started Operation #HiGio, where community members show signs of love during the coronavirus pandemic. Charlotte and Ron drive Gio to see all the signs and wave hello. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton.
Our mostly clear skies from this evening now becoming just a little cloudy overnight and then mostly cloudy by Monday. That's going to bring along some rain chances. Temperature-wise, though, we stay mild. We stay above average for the next several days. It's not really going to cool down until the end of the week. Shower chances for Monday and then thunderstorm chances for Tuesday. Not expecting really any severe weather threat, just the chance for a few rumbles of thunder to come on through. So the clouds building in for us as we get into Monday morning. We might have a few pockets of sunshine early, but otherwise the cloud coverage is going to stay with us for most of the day. In the late afternoon and evening, the shower chances will build in. Could have some light heavier rain, small isolated heavy rain times, but not much of a major rain threat again with this coming through. Overnight Monday into Tuesday, there's a chance for a few thunderstorms, but most of that severe weather threat or heavy weather threat is really far to the south into central and northern Illinois. Again, that severe weather threat for Tuesday, marginal risk for northern Illinois, slight risk down into central Illinois and Indiana. So we are not included in any of that. We're just talking about some rain coming in. And even then, rainfall totals through the day Monday, through Tuesday, and through the whole day on Wednesday, we'll be landing under 1/4 of an inch for most of the area. Around La Crosse, we could be closer to 1/2 of an inch, but we're not expected to see any strong lines of heavy rain accumulation or any major paths of heavy rain accumulation, as everything that's coming through expected to be more just showers. Now, as we start to look at the end of our 6 to 10 day outlook, it's not seeming very likely unlikely that we're going to have any bigger systems move in. So our precipitation should stay pretty close to average, not expecting it to jump up too much. Temperature-wise, though, we will be cooling down just a little more as we get to the end of our 10-day outlook. Temperatures tonight will drop to the mid-30s with a partly cloudy sky. 34 is fairly seasonable for this time of year. Tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures will be in the upper 50s with that mostly cloudy sky and the rain chance developing later on in the day, mainly along the western edge of the state first. Then for Tuesday, that's when we are expecting to see temperatures in the low 70s for the first time this season. It's going to come along with a chance for some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms, but 71's pretty mild, even for this time of year. 60 the high for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have sunshine coming back in. High temperatures will be in the mid to upper 40s. And for next weekend, including Easter Sunday, temps should be pretty close to average in the low 50s. We will have a rain chance, slight chance for rain developing for Easter Sunday. And as we get into the following week, we could see a little bit of a cool down with temperatures trending close to average or just a little bit below. But overall, I think the focus is still on the rain coming in, of course, and the opportunity to see the low 70s as we get into Tuesday. 71, that's a pretty nice temperature to start talking about.
Oh yeah, pretty exciting. It feels like spring because you still have, you know, the rain showers and all that, but then you get some days where it's really nice.
Yeah, you get the sunshine along in and those warmer temperatures too, where you start to get outside a little bit more and it feels good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good chance to get outside finally, right?
Thank you, Dana.
Well, coming up on News 3 Now at 10, we'll show you how the Milton community is dancing as one, apart from each other. That story coming up next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it. And it's our job to protect it. Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
I get a lot of questions about my insane love of Atkins chocolate peanut butter bars. Question for you. Why should I eat Atkins bars if I'm not on Atkins? Does not matter, Kelly. You don't have to be doing Atkins to get the benefits of the bars. Peanut butter, chocolate, 16 grams of protein, and not too much in the sugar and net carbs department. So no empty, hungry feeling an hour later. Good deal. Whether you're doing Atkins or not, try one. You'll see.
This is online learning. Today, it's more relevant than ever. This is you, a person looking for a lasting career. And this is Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, where you can earn a degree in nursing, healthcare, business, and IT, anywhere, anytime. Take an online course free and get comfortable with online learning. That makes a degree from Herzing University more relevant than ever. I'm possible at Herzing. Learn more today.
Ever since we opened Culver's, community has meant the world to us, especially in times like these when the going gets tough. That's why we're keeping our drive-thrus open, continuing to cook every meal to order as if you were a guest in our home. We want to be here for you, today and every day, sharing our smile and safely serving with all our heart. Caring for you and your family, it's our pleasure. Together, we'll get through this.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Idea Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
A radio DJ in Milton is hoping to help those in her community beat the quarantine blues. Tahlil Mohadeen shows us how one neighborhood is staying connected.
People on this street in Milton are outdoors not just enjoying the sunny weather during the quarantine, they're awaiting their turn to bust a move.
Wait a minute.
The woman behind the music, Julie Marcourt, says she knew people were in need of human connection, so she reached out to her neighbors with an idea.
You know, we don't know everybody in this neighborhood, but we knew a few and they knew a few, and before you knew it...
Neighbors sent in their song requests, and Marcourt made her way around the neighborhood with her speaker on a set of wheels.
I think what's different about today is that everyone's coming out at the same time. So when you look down the street, both to the left and to the right, it's nice to see that everybody's out participating.
Marcourt's son and helper for the day, Kieran, says he's proud of his mom.
It's nice to see, like, someone you're related to doing something so nice for the community.
Neighbors say though they're dancing feet apart, they're staying close where it really counts.
It shows the spirit is still there, and we can still say hi and smile and dance and have a good time.
In Milton, Tahlil Mohadeen, News 3 Now.
And the family says it was very careful to make sure people understood social distancing standards still applied, but they hope people also understand that being in quarantine doesn't have to be boring.
We've had a lot of heartwarming stories about neighborhoods and communities coming together during this time, but this party in West Branch, Iowa might take the cake.
I didn't think I could get more emotional than I did leaving the Infusion Center today, but this definitely tops that. I'm glad it's done.
Dana Gaveller finished her 12th and final week of chemotherapy for breast cancer this weekend. When she arrived home, her family wanted to celebrate, but due to social distancing, they couldn't hug her. Instead, they hung banners, made posters, and hung torns, all to celebrate her victory. We'll be right back.
Coming together makes us stronger. And Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
Listen, I love to grill, but we don't always have time. Go get them. That's when Johnsonville flame grilled sausage is perfect. Tastes grilled because Johnsonville already grilled it. So you get that famous Johnsonville flavor any night of the week.
I'm Kelsey Grammer. My dad was gunned down at his home at the age of 38. 6 years later, my sister was brutally raped and murdered. When my father's killer was released, I found out through the National Enquirer. It seemed like a cruel joke. In my sister's case, I have been allowed a voice in the parole hearings of her killers. But that's not always true in Wisconsin. MARSY'S law ensures equal rights to victims and their families to be informed and heard. Please vote for additional rights for crime victims. Vote yes on MARSY'S law.
It's just what I thought. It's all going to have to come out.
If you don't have dental insurance, paying the bill can be really expensive. After all, just a simple cleaning can cost $150. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But now you can get dental insurance for about $1 a day from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. Call us for a free information kit. Our dental insurance helps cover over 350 procedures, everything from cleanings and fillings to crowns and dentures. Your acceptance is guaranteed for one of these insurance policies, even if you're retired or on Medicare. There are no deductibles and there's no annual maximum. Plus, you can see any dentist you choose. Take the pain out of big dental bills with Physicians Mutual. Call us now for your free information kit with all the details.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2020 award, and the winner is Fry Construction, winner of 2 gold awards. Thanking everyone who voted Fry Construction Best Roofer and Best Kitchen and Bath Design. For a list of all the winners, pick up the April issue of Madison Magazine.
Southern Wisconsin is our community.
Our home.
Our home.
Our home. And in this time of uncertainty, we need to stand together.
While staying apart.
While staying apart.
Social distancing. Social distancing for my family.
For my parents.
I'm social distancing for my 96-year-old mother.
I'm social distancing for my boys.
We're in this together.
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 We're all in this together, and we will get through this together.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Chicago White Sox organist Nancy Faust is helping her family through the absence of baseball season. She recorded "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" for her grandson Eric. She's in Arizona, he's in Illinois, and he's bummed he can't watch sports right now, so she plays and records the song daily on her home organ and sends it to him until he can go in person. That makes all of us
amazing.
Feel a little better. Baseball season, how nice it would be to be out today.
It would be great. It would be so nice. We're going to get there soon. We'll get there eventually. Rain chances for the next few days. Temperatures will stay mild for the start of the week. It will hit the low 70s on Tuesday, a little cooler as we get to Thursday and Friday.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.